Hey, good evening. My name is Tim, and I want to welcome you to our Tuesday night service. You're in for a treat tonight because Pastor Michaela, one of our youth pastors, is going to be sharing an incredible word. This is actually a message she shared with our youth a number of weeks ago, but it was so good, we wanted all of you to hear it tonight. If you've got a teen in your life, we know this message is going to impact you. If you've got friends with teens, why don't you share this video with them as well? Give this video a thumbs up on YouTube, share it to your Facebook wall. The more people that encounter it, we know the more people are going to be impacted and blessed. And even if you don't have teens, we're sure this video is going to bless you in some way. All right, here's Pastor Michaela with how to become a person of influence.
There is a term I hear all the time, and I know you know it. It is the word influencer. If you take 10 minutes on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. You wouldn't even need 10 minutes. You need like 3. Influencer on Instagram is someone who's got tons of followers. They get paid big bucks, like thousands of dollars for a picture or video that convinces you to buy something. I Googled what is an influencer, and this is the common statement that I found. It says the power to affect the purchasing decisions of others because of his or her authority, knowledge, position, or relationship with his or her audience. Being an influencer to today's world is all about position. It's about being well known. It's about fame. It's about, do you have the ability to sell something to someone to make people want what you have? And it's all about position. And this is not the influencing that I learned about when I was younger. When I was younger, influencer meant someone who made an impact on your life from a simple word of encouragement or something they taught you or someone showing you compassion or love. I think of my Sunday school teachers who taught me songs about joy that I can still sing to this day. I think about coaches who pushed me past and out of my comfort zone and showed me that I am always capable of more. I think about youth leaders who every single Friday, they were interested in my life. They wanted to hear what was going good, to give advice, to pray with me, and show me that I have value as a person. I think about my family members who showed me what a daily relationship looks like with Christ. I don't think about the people who convinced me to buy a pair of jeans or someone who convinced me that this song was really popular. That is not what an influencer is. Influencer is not a position. It's not fame. It's not a job title. It is people. People are influencers. People who make an impact. And Jesus called each and every one of us to be influencers. And you, right now, yes, you, wherever you're at in your life, whether you're in grade 7, 10, 12, new Christian, you've been a Christian your whole life, wherever you are on your journey, you are an influencer. And I want to read you what Matthew 5, verse 14 to 16 says. It says, "Let me tell you why you are here. You're here to be the salt seasoning that brings out the God flavors of this earth. If you lose your saltiness, how will people taste godliness? You've lost your usefulness and will end up in the garbage." You know, when I think about salt, I think about a meal. That's like pretty good. You know, you can eat it, you can finish it, and it's fine. But you put salt on it, and boom, that is a 10 out of 10 meal. There are flavors. You can taste multiple flavors. You want more once you've finished your plate. You're hoping there's leftovers for the next day. Salt made a big impact on that meal. And what are we? We are salt in this earth. You know, we are supposed to show people, hey, life is good, but can I show you through my life as a Christian, as a Jesus follower, how much better life can be? We are the salt. We are showing that there is more to life and that a lot of people are missing out on. Let's continue in these verses because there's a lot more and it's good stuff. Here's another way to put it. You are here to be light, bringing out the God colors in the world. God is not a secret to be kept We are going public with this, as public as a city on a hill. If I make you light bearers, you don't think I'm going to hide you under a bucket, do you? I'm putting you on a light stand. Now that I've put you there on a hilltop, on a light stand, shine. Keep open house. Be generous with your lives. By opening up to others, you'll prompt people to open up with God, this generous Father in heaven. Be a light. You're a light that God is putting on a light stand. You know, there are people in this world who darkness looks like stress. Darkness looks like loss. It looks like insecurity. It looks like no hope, no peace. Darkness can mean a lot of different things in people's lives. And you can be a source of light. You can show people how to have peace when everything is chaotic around you. You can show people how to choose joy over whatever the circumstances in your life are trying to throw at you, whether it's sadness, loneliness, despair, how to choose joy in amidst the storm. You are a light. You know, when people are going through things, tough things, they often notice the people who react differently than them. When they see someone who's going through something similar, but they are reacting in a completely different way than them, it makes them pause. And it makes them ask you, hey, what's different about you? Hey, it's exam week and I'm crying every day because I'm so scared, so nervous for exams, and you seem to be calm, cool, collected. What's going on? How are you doing that? And it gives you an opportunity to say, hey, like, I'm nervous for the exam. I know it's going to be a big deal, but man, I'm studying and I'm doing all that I can. And then there's God, and God is giving me peace. He's giving me wisdom. He is helping me to have the peace and joy during this time instead of just being stressed out about it. And that story can just completely influence someone to change their approach, to want to get to know the Jesus that you serve. You know, it can be scary to think that you're an influencer because sometimes we think, oh, I don't want people to think I'm weird. I don't want people to not like me because I'm a Christian. Does that mean I have to speak up all the time? Does that mean that I have to be that person on like the end of the sidewalk who's screaming at people, turn your lives around or you're going to hell? And I would say, no, please don't be that person who screams at people to become a Christian, because that doesn't work. People are attracted, people are influenced when they trust you, when you have a relationship with them. You know, it's through showing them how great your life is where they are more interested in getting to know the God that you believe in. You know, I think about grade 11, I moved here to Calgary. And I had to go to a new school in November. So not only was I a new girl, but I was a new girl who was coming to school in November, not with all the other new girls in September. And that really played a big effect in my life. And the first day of school, the girl who's giving me a tour of the school simply asks, hey, why'd you move to Calgary? And I said, oh, my dad's starting a church here. So, you know, we all moved. And instantly she goes, oh, so you're a Christian. And I go, yeah. And she goes, so you believe that Jesus lives inside of you? And it was really condescending and a little bit judgmental. And clearly she had some kind of run-in with Christianity. I don't know what her history was with it. But I had a moment where it was complete panic. I thought, oh my gosh, people aren't going to accept me here. They're going to think I'm weird. They're going to think that I'm not like them, that I'm going to be judgmental, opinionated. And I simply replied, yeah, I'm a Christian, but like, you're making it really weird. It's not weird like that. And I left it at that. I didn't ask her to come to church with me. I didn't try to lead her in a prayer. I just was nice. You know, over the next couple days, over the next couple of weeks, we started to get to know each other even more. We started to hang out together at school during lunch, during spares. We started hanging out outside of school. And there was one day in art class when she said, you know, I'd be really interested to go to your church. And I was completely shocked because I didn't invite her. We haven't even talked about God since that first day of school for me. And it was through hanging out with me that she said, I've never met a Christian like you who isn't rude, who isn't opinionated or judgmental. And you're super kind and you're super happy. And I'd love to go to church with you. And I always remember that because, I don't know where she's at now in life. I don't know if she goes to church every day or if she's still on that journey. But I know that my simple act of kindness, I'm just living life. I'm showing people that, hey, I'm a Christian, and that doesn't make me weird. That doesn't make me judgmental. That doesn't mean my life is perfect. But it's attractive because Jesus is attractive. People loved Jesus when he walked the earth in the New Testament. If you go and read the verses of Jesus, people were always following him. Crowds of thousands of people. People always wanted to talk to him. It talked about how he would always take time to talk to the people who were outcasts, people who the cities deemed weren't good enough to be included into civilization. They were literally thrown out of the city because of mistakes they made. He won favor with all of these people. He wasn't judgmental. He was loving. He was kind. He was compassionate. He helped those who hated him. He turned his cheek, against people who tried to hurt him. Yet he knew what he believed. He would stand up and speak against things if it wasn't right, but he did it in a respectful way. And that's how we are to live our lives. We're supposed to be a reflection of Jesus. And when people see us living our lives, they go, what is different about you? It's a light in the darkness. They get drawn to the light. I used to hate going in the basement when it was dark, and I would run to the light switch, just to turn the light on. But how many of you know it sucks to be in the dark when you're looking for something? Especially the light switch. If you can't find the light switch, you're tripping over things. You're kind of panicking. Is someone hiding down here? I don't know. I was a crazy kid. And as soon as you turn that light on, it gives you clear vision. You can see where you're walking. You can see if something's going to trip you. You can see and find what you're looking for way easier. We are people of influence. We are meant to bring light into people's worlds so that when they're tripping and stumbling, when they can't find the answers that they're looking for, they see you and they see those answers. They see those things that they want in their life in you. They see God. They see the relationship you have with Jesus, and they want to know about it. Your life is one of influence. Get to know Jesus. Have a relationship with him because he's going to make your life better. And it is an amazing life when you know that you are loved by God and that God is in you. He's giving you promises. He is making your life everything you dreamed and more. And people get so attracted to that and they want that. If you can make an impact on someone's life, even in a small way, you do not know where that could lead. One act of kindness, one act of generosity, one compassionate moment to show sympathy, to be there for someone who's hurting, can make a lasting impact on someone. It's not so people think highly of you. It's to point people to Jesus. I want to share this thing that I found, this person that I found who makes me feel so confident and complete, who gives me so much. I want to share that with people. I'm so excited if people get to know him and to see their lives start turning around because it is an exciting thing. We don't have to live in the dark. We can live in the light and we can be light to others. You are an influencer. I love that line in the verse that says, be generous with your lives. We can live each day just day by day, and not give much thought to it. Or we can live with purpose. And every day we can look, hey, who can I show kindness to today? How can I influence people today in a positive way that shows them God's heart, that shows them who God is. Maybe that looks like changing a conversation in your friendship group. If it goes to gossiping and talking badly about someone, maybe it's as simple, hey, let's not talk badly about people. None of us would like it if people are talking about us like this. Change the topic. Talk about a Netflix show. I don't know, influence the conversation in a different direction. Or maybe influence your home life by being more assertive and helping out and being more present at the dinner table and having conversation. Influence at home to be more family time, to be fun family time. You are a person of influence. You are influencing everyone around you. Be proactive, be purposeful with that influence that you have. God is using you everywhere you go, and you can be a person of great, great influence. It is not a position, it is not a title, it is not from being famous or well known. It's about how you live your life each and every day and how we represent Christ in our lives each and every day. Let's be people who love others. That's the second greatest commandment. After having a relationship with Christ, he says, love your neighbors as yourself. You are the salt, you are the light, and you are making a difference right now. It might be, you might only get one simple word of encouragement out, maybe to a barista or, a stranger, who knows, and maybe you'll never see that person again. But I think we'll all be surprised one day when we go to heaven or years later when we bump into that person and they say, hey, when you took the time to say this one thing to me, it changed my day. It changed my life. Hey, when you took the time to simply invite me to come to youth with you, that changed the whole direction of my life. Hey, when you took time to stand up for me when other people were speaking badly about me, that gave me confidence to rise up and see that I had value. Everything that you do can make a lasting impact on people. And if we can all live lives that point people towards Jesus, the person who makes the real, lifelong, changing impact on our hearts, what an incredible life that we live. You are purposed with a calling to love others and to show others the love of Christ. Let's do it well. Let's do it purposefully. And let's see as even our lives change, as we take our attention off ourselves and put it on how to bless others. I know it's going to change your world. Let's pray. God, I thank you so much just that you have called each of us to be influencers. You've put gifts, talents, and amazing abilities within every one of us. Give us wisdom in how to use it. Give us wisdom and guidance in how we speak and how we act. God, bring people across our path that we can show your kindness to, your acceptance, your forgiveness. Help us to always be authentic, God. We know that we're not perfect, but we want to generously open our lives up to others to show them that when we live for you, it is the best way to live. It is the most fulfilled way to live. So we thank you that as we draw closer to you, God, you are drawing closer to us. You are revealing things to us. You are helping us feel loved, confident, secure, and we are going out in the world and we are going to be your salt and your light and make an impact on this world for you. We want to make your name famous and help us to do that in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, we love you guys. We will see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Well, that's all for tonight. If you're in the Winnipeg, Manitoba, or Calgary, Alberta area, I want to encourage you to follow our social media accounts so you can stay up to date with all the events taking place. As well, come back on Thursday night for an incredible message from Pastor Leon. Have a great night. We'll see you soon.